Our last week in Tasmania was spent surfing, camping and hiking our way up the beautiful east coast.
Pulled up to such a beautiful little spot tucked away in the woods with this lovely view of a lake. We're just in some random area on our way to Devonport because we take the ferry back to the mainland tomorrow night. It's such a bittersweet feeling. So that means that this is our last night in Tasmania. I don't really know how I feel about it. Excited for the future, but kind of sad that this chapter has come to an end. We've spent a little over 4 months here and it's been incredible, and it's been so lovely being able to share it with you as well. But yeah, we're gonna get a fire going and some good food and just, yeah, enjoy these last few moments.
We've got ramen yet again on the menu. We just can't stop. We're on a massive ramen kick at the moment.
It's so good
It's
because
so
the sun
good.
has been setting at like 4:30, which
Yeah.
is miserable. But it's actually been nice embracing the cold and just, yeah, having fires, warm drinks, warm food. Yeah,
So
just
nice.
watching the seasons change, because for so long on our trip, actually the majority of our trip, we were just chasing summer. Yeah, even any of the winters we had were up north in Australia, which is basically summer.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it was colder down south in summer than it was up north in winter.
Yeah.
So we actually got quite sick of the heat, as weird as that sounds. So it has been quite nice cozying on up, although we definitely at that point that it's starting to get a little bit too cold for us down here. So it is quite exciting to be heading back to the mainland. But one thing we are really going to miss is how amazing all of the free camping is around here, and the ability to be able to have so many fires. Like, because we have travelled through summer for so much of our trip, most of the time fire bans are in place everywhere we go, so we can't even have fires. So it's been so nice just being able to sort of pull up. Anyone that camps knows the feeling of just, you tend to a fire, it becomes a whole thing, and it takes the whole afternoon to just enjoy just being around the fire and getting all cozied up and
Hiding away in the woods. Like, anyone who's been to Tassie knows there's so many beautiful free camps, and it's just easier to exist here as a traveler.
Definitely.
Which, yeah, we are not taking for granted, or we haven't taken for granted at all.
No, we're taking up every little bit that we can, because once we get back to the mainland and then particularly start heading up the east coast, it's going to be a lot harder, particularly not being able to stay at national parks either. So it has been such a special time here in Tassie. It's all the places we've seen in Australia, Tassie's definitely up there for one of our favourites. Obviously it is an entire state, but it has just continued to blow us away. So I think we're just going to enjoy these and just have a bit of reflection on our time here. It's been really, really nice.
So we are officially on the mainland again. Because we had the ferry overnight, when we woke up, it kind of felt like Tassie was just a dream, which is wild. Like, honestly, some of the best months we've ever had. So it's a bit like, almost like a full like come down from such an incredible time. But we're not in a bad area. We just went straight to the coast and now we're gonna search for some waves. And yeah, just enjoy being back on the mainland again. This is the start of a new chapter.
It's been a busy, eventful week or so we've been down here on the Surf Coast.
Yeah, just apologize that we haven't been posting at all. It's just been, a big new chapter and a lot of exciting things that we're really, really keen to share. But yeah, it's been hectic.
So we've been super busy with our other venture that we've done with our friends Reese and Tan under Soulside Studio, putting an ebook together for content creation, which was taking up so much of our time, just finalizing it and then rolling out the promotion for it. We've also been busy editing a short film that we're going to be doing off the back of our time in Tasmania, which is so exciting, but it's involving a whole lot of work. And then on top of that, we've also been catching up with friends and tinkering with Nigel. We poked our heads in to see the guys, George and Elise, at Hire a Combi down in Ocean Grove, and then it's just been amazing. They basically restore combis. They've got so many on their plot of land. They've got, I think, 4 to 6 in their fleet at the moment. They restore it all themselves and then allow people to hire them for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, travel around
travel around Australia and just get to experience what it's like actually being in an old combi, which is so cool. We recommend it if anyone's thinking about doing van life stuff, particularly in an older car. You'll get like the best experience ever. It's so cool. Another benefit of that was George actually then gave me a hand tinkering with Nigel a fair bit as well. So I was helping him do a bit of things around the place, but also he'll help me so much with quietening down our rear diff, sorting out our steering. We had heaps of play in it, getting the engine tuned up really nicely. So now Nigel is just absolutely purring and ready for our next leg of the trip.
Which means we are now making our way to New South Wales. It's so exciting. This is the state that we obviously started our entire trip in almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit the road. We have lots and lots of driving to do. We're gonna save most of Victoria for another time. We just didn't have the time to properly explore it. So we're gonna come back in probably the warmer months.
Yeah, we've got a fair bit going on as well. Like, this year's just turned into a very busy time. We have so much on, all really good things, but it just means up the coast we've got a boost, and also it is getting a bit chilly for us down here as well. So it's a good excuse to get out of here. But we definitely plan on coming back. There is so much of Victoria that we haven't seen, and we kind of like, because there's so much that we've missed, it's so worth coming back for, and it's definitely within reach from wherever we go up and down the coast. So right now, we've got a good few days ahead of us, but next episode will be entering New South Wales and beginning our pilgrimage north up the east coast, which we're so pumped about.